Greetings, hello, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe and like the video, and if you're not new here, then welcome back. So today we'll be doing a very easy makeup tutorial, and I made this tutorial because I realized that I haven't made like a clear short tutorial for you guys to follow. So I thought, what, I'm not gonna talk, I'm just gonna get straight into the tutorial. So firstly, what I did is I primed my face, and all the products I am going to list them in the description box. So firstly, you need to prime your face, because if you don't prime your face, your makeup is not going to last all day. You need to make sure your skin is prepped okay and you've primed your face. And then next, you are going to move into foundation. So I am actually using the Maybelline Fit poreless foundation here, and I will leave down the details below as to my shade, because I don't remember right now which shade I am, in terms of numbers and all that. So you're going to want to use a beauty sponge if you're a beginner. The reason why I would suggest a beauty sponge is because the brush is, you need to be a pro to use a brush. That's all I'm going to say. You need to be a pro. But for a beauty blender or a beauty sponge, it's quite easy. And when I began my makeup journey, it's what I actually used. Next thing you want to do is sculpt your face, contour your face, and you need to pay attention to your placement when you're placing your product. Make sure that they're in an upward motion, so that when you blend them, you don't drag your face. Instead, you snatch it, give that lifted look. So I learned this contour placement from Uche Natori, and I have been running with it, and I feel like it makes my makeup look much better. If there's any makeup tip, you have to take it from the UK girls. They know how to do their makeup, especially their base routine. Like, I am learning a lot, guys, and I'm absorbing it, and my makeup just looks good. Blush, I use two blushes. I use a deeper pinkish blush, and then I go in with a much more coral blush, because I don't want my blush to be too crazy, because I can go overboard with blush. So I'm still trying to control that. And make sure you pay attention to where you place your blush. You want to place your blush above your contour. Mind you, we are lifting our faces here, so if you want to place it into any way, you're going to risk dragging your face. But I feel like that also applies, to your face shape as well. So you have to pay attention to your face shape as well. So for concealer, please pay attention to my placement. I try not to use too much concealer, because this concealer I'm using right here is very, very thick, and it just spreads like crazy. So that's that. For my favorite part, I love blending out my concealer. And what you need to know is, when you blend your concealer, make sure you don't move it. You just tap into your concealer, making sure that you don't move it, because if you do drag your concealer, you are going to risk, adding up lighter than you would have wanted to, because we are highlighting our features here. So you're going to want to keep that concealer where you placed it by gently tapping on it, and not moving it, because if you're gonna move it, you're gonna risk looking like a ghost. And trust me, it has happened to me. Next thing I know, I'm lighter than I want to be, and honestly, it doesn't look good. So you need to just tap into that concealer, don't move it. Tap into it, remove it, be patient. Concealer needs you to be patient when you're blending it. Another tip I have, if your concealer maybe is, a bit runny, you'd like to maybe leave it in for maybe 2 minutes, or like, yeah, 2 minutes, and then before you blend into it. But I did not leave mine because it's very thick and it dries down very quickly, so I put it down and I started blending immediately. To set your face, I use the translucent powder from Yardley. And what you're going to need to know about setting your face is, in order to avoid creasing, any of those problems that come with when you have to put on powder on top of cream product, you need to take your powder puff and wrap it at the back of your hand before applying the product onto your face. Dab some product into your powder puff, wrap it at the back of your hand, and then apply in your face. This has saved me from creasing, and my makeup looks so much better than it did when I was not doing this, because I used to just place it on my face without first warming it on my skin. But now I can see the difference and my makeup looks flawless, and yeah, it's giving filter actually, guys. So please take this tip. If there's anything you need to take from this video, it's this tip. It's going to transform the way your makeup looks in the end. Using a brush, I applied my powder bronzer, to bring back the warmth to my face, because hey, I was looking like a ghost. So for bronzer, you need to make sure it's warm enough, and you have to place that on your cheek, and also I use my bronzer on my nose as well. I feel like bronzer is much better than a contour because it's more warmer for my skin tone. Another favorite part of mine has to be blush. For blush, I make sure I place it above my contour, almost as if I'm going into my eye. I feel like that lifts my face, and that's a tip I left from the UK girls. For my eyebrows, I used a small brush and my dark brown eyeshadow. I don't use this thing, a eyebrow pencil. I feel like I don't know, I can't use it, so I use the eyeshadow. It's quicker for me and it's easier. Just need to shape your brows and then fill them in, make sure they don't look too blocky. And then for eyeshadow, I did something simple. I used brown and I used another dark brown as well, because I wanted it to be a simple beginner friendly makeup tutorial. Something you would wear on a regular day. Doesn't have to be too hard, accessories and all that. Nah, I'm you know what, I'm just gonna do brown, keep blending to my eyelids, and then use another different shade of brown as well and put it at the outer corner of my eye. I don't know if I'm making sense, guys, but yeah, that's simply the eye look. It's not too complicated. For my waterline, I used a black eyebrow pencil. I cannot go without lining my waterline. So, and I feel like it makes it look more, I don't know with me, but it makes it look more spicy. If I don't line my waterline, my makeup look is not complete. So yeah, I did that. I mean, it's optional if you wanna line your waterline or not, but for me, I cannot go without lining it. Using a cream white color from my eyeshadow palette, I put it on my inner corner. It gives cut crease, but it's not. I feel like that's really easy, especially if you're like a beginner and you don't have time for cut crease and all that. You can just do this. And I use my finger because I feel like the brush was not working with this eyeshadow palette. So yeah, that's it. And this eye look is so simple, but look at how it looks, guys. Like, you can do this in 5 minutes, but it really looks professional, and you can even wear this on a date or a graduation. Because of my sensitive eyes, I don't like wearing lashes, so I'm gonna move on to my Essence mascara, and I just brush it through my lashes, and I'm like, yeah, that's complete. No lashes for me, guys. Like, my eyes are so sensitive for that. For highlighter, I used the liquid highlight from Scarlet Heat, and I placed that on my nose, the tip of my nose and the bridge, and I also put it on my inner corners as well. This highlighter is so pigmented. I love it. Like, I really love it, guys. Highlight my cheeks using a powder highlight. Favorite part, like, I see a lot of people, they don't highlight their cheeks anymore. I don't know why, but I'm not going to abandon that. Like, I love it. It's the main reason I started doing makeup, guys, so I'm not abandoning that. For lips, I used a dark red lip liner. I buy my lip liners at like China malls, guys, so you don't really need to have a lip pencil that you buy from maybe Maybelline or Essence. As long as it's pigmented, you can get away with buying it for like 20 brands at the China shops and places. So that's what I usually do, and I feel like my lip pencil from like China shops are so pigmented, so it's a bargain really. Going in with my Essence lip stain, I love a nude look, so obviously I had to like make a nude look, but you're going to see that I am going to put on a gloss on top of this, and this lip gloss that I am going to put on, it actually changes color, so it ends up looking more pink than I wanted it to, but I feel like it's okay because makeup did it, guys. It did it. But yeah, it's not my favorite. Set your face using the Sheglam setting spray. It's very important. You need to set your face, and then putting on the lip gloss. Honestly, I feel like I should have not put on lip gloss, especially not this one. But yeah, it's not that bad, so I'm gonna forgive it. So that is my tutorial for you guys. I hope it was helpful, and I'll be dropping another one next week, obviously. I hope you like the look. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, share if you can, and I'll see you in the next video.